We are finally into the college football playoffs. We have our first round of the playoffs kicking off tonight with a very, very difficult but entertaining should be SEC rematch between Oklahoma and Alabama. We are covering every single bowl game. From now into the new year, we've covered all the small midweek and non-power five bowl games, but it is exciting for us to talk about important playoff games that obviously have a lot of implication. And I know me and Ethan do have some success in bowl season. Seems like our most of our success is coming into the when we start talking about the playoffs. But so far, great bowl season for us. In our last video, our last couple of videos, me and Ethan both finished at 2-1. So my record is now 45, 35, and 3 in college football. Ethan 40 and 39 and 2. So two profitable. Records there in college football. I'm excited to talk about the playoffs and hopefully we can continue our winning record. But Ethan, welcome. How are you feeling about the playoffs and what is your read on this Bama Oklahoma game?
Yeah, feeling really good about the playoffs. Probably gonna have at least two plays in the four playoff games. So obviously we'll break down all four games over at our channel. And speaking of, if you guys are not subscribed to our channel already, please consider doing so. We are donating $1 right now for every subscriber that we get to St. Jude. So I think we're at $12. So we're getting there. I know we've had an influx of subs come in over the last couple days, but we really want to get that up to a reasonable donation. So not that 12 isn't great, but trying to get a little higher. So we really appreciate those subscriptions. As far as Alabama, Oklahoma, obviously slight bias towards the Alabama side here. I'm going to talk about the Alabama side, but I'm going to give out a total as my official play. But I do still like Alabama. I know sharp money's coming in on Oklahoma, and the line has flipped. Public, I think, likes Alabama in this game, but I don't know. It's just hard for me to see Oklahoma beat Alabama twice in a playoff game where Alabama is way more accustomed to being here. Kalen DeBoer is way more accustomed to being here. I think ultimately, I think both teams have a good defense. I know Alabama has struggled offensively in the past month or so, especially running the ball, but I don't know. I just trust Ty Simpson more than I trust John Mateer. Mateer didn't even have a great game against Alabama. I think he was 15 for 23 for like 122 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. I don't know. I think that game was a little bit fluky. I know ever since then, Alabama struggled against Auburn, got beat handily by Georgia in the SEC title game. But, with the rest here, the experience for Alabama, the experience for the coaching staff, the revenge factor, I guess, as well. I like Alabama in this game, but my favorite play, the play that I'm going to give up for the show, is the under. Mentioned it. Alabama's defense is still very good. Oklahoma defense very good as well. Alabama offense has struggled here lately, and I do think they try to incorporate the run game, kind of fall back on the run game, try to get that going. Ryan Williams, their one explosive receiver, just has not really been doing it this year. Last year it looked like it was going to be him and Jeremiah Smith as the two best players in the country, and Williams has just kind of really fallen off. So I don't think there's going to be much explosion necessarily from the Alabama offense. I think it's going to be more meticulous, long, sustaining drives, get down the field, keep Mateer off the field, and mentioned Oklahoma's defense really playing pretty good football right now as well. So first matchup here was 23-21, which would have gone over the current total of 41.5. I think it's even more low scoring in this game. I'm looking for like a 20-14 Alabama victory here. So I like Alabama on the side, but I will play the under for the official play for the show.
Yeah, lowest total of the first round of the college football playoffs. So that's usually kind of where my head's at. I like taking the lowest total and going under, and the highest total and going over. Usually is what I do. But yeah, I can't really disagree with anything that you said there. I do think this would be a lower scoring game. I do have a game side here that I am going to pick. Honestly, this is probably my least favorite of the four games, and it's probably the best game. So it's a difficult situation because it is a standalone Friday game. I want to have action on it, but it really is, in my opinion, a true coin flip game. Alabama opened as a 1.5 point dog, immediately jumped to -1.5, and then now we're back up to Oklahoma at that 1.5 point favorite here. I am seeing a little bit of sharp money coming in on. I don't really know what's coming in. On Pickett, it's coming in on Bama. The bets are coming in on Bama on DraftKings, though. So I do think Bama is going to side with the public there definitely. There's also that thing going around on Twitter where Bama hasn't lost consecutive games to the same team in the same season since, like, I don't know. It's a long. There's some tweet out there. You should look it up. But so that's always out there and definitely has a public view. But yeah, a couple of days ago on my TikTok, I gave out Oklahoma, and selfishly, I do want Oklahoma to win this game. That does help Michigan's coaching search potentially. I know DeBoer probably is not going to Michigan, but getting knocked out in the first round of the playoffs, season ending on the 19th of December, does open that up to the possibility of maybe Michigan snags him early. I know Michigan's trying to hire as soon as possible to try to keep those transfers, try to keep the guys from transferring, keep the recruits that they brought in. So that would be entertaining for me as a Michigan fan. But I'm gonna immediately just crisscross myself here and jump back to Bama. Um, a lot of guys that I follow and trust on Action Network are all over Oklahoma here, but I like Bama on the revenge, and I'm not really sold on Oklahoma. I know Bama's getting a bad rap for a couple bad games this year, most notoriously losing that Week 1 matchup to Florida State, who turned out to be not a great team, but it was Week 1. So I think Bama's going to get it done. I'll take them at the +1.5, but this might flip a couple times between kickoff. Not a game I'm super excited to bet. I will have some money on it to some capacity. I am on a little bit of a hot streak in bowl season, but I'll keep you guys posted on Twitter in regards to where my official money is going to be on this game. But yeah, I can't disagree at the under. I like that quite a bit. But currently, as of 5:51 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, I'm flipping back over to Bama. But like I said, this is as true of a coin flip game, in my opinion, as it gets. I just hope it's entertaining. I hope it comes down to the last second because the more games we're going to talk about on Saturday, some of them might not be as good as this game should be. But excited to talk about it and excited to watch it, excited to get into college football playoffs in the first round. Very excited and hopefully get a good matchup. But Ethan, do you have anything to add before we sign off for Friday's first round matchup in the college football playoff?
No, I didn't know where you're going on that side. So happy that you're siding with Bama. I hope we're right. I would love to see Alabama against IU, and I think IU might do some damage if it's Oklahoma. So we'd love to see that matchup. Hope we get there, but yeah, excited for good playoff football, and we got 3 more games to talk about. So can't wait to really dive into these games.
Yeah, make sure you check out our page over here on YouTube. We will be posting, like Ethan said, the next 3 playoff games in the first round. So stay tuned for that, as well as every single bowl game from now until the bowl season is finished. Make sure you do check and follow along over on YouTube for those predictions. And as of right now, I mean, Ethan, kind of hot. We told you guys, bowl season's our season. But we appreciate you guys. Stay tuned for our next video, and we'll see you in the next one. Later, guys.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. You better win green, eh? You better win green, eh? You better win green, eh? Listen in and cash out. That's what it's all about. Come on, let's make cash now. We always on spot and we cover old spot from the bottom to the top. Hey, shout out to Ethan, shout out to Wyatt, shout out to Ben. Welcome, welcome to our podcast. Better win green.